Mexican native costumes, but it was to hide her disabilities. She's presented here when she had the accident that it caused her to be for 2 years in bed. We have a picture in this book to show you, so you can see how Frida Kahlo painted. She had the bed, and above there was a mirror. When Frida Kahlo was sad, when Frida Kahlo was angry, the way she felt, that's what she was doing. She was practicing painting, what you were saying.
Hey Kaleidoscope Clan, it's Mariposama Maát. How's everyone doing today? Today's a very serious day in the United States. It's Giving Thanks Day. So happy Giving Thanks to everyone. But here in Mexico, it is not the holiday. And for me anyway, every day it's Giving Thanks Day for me, honestly. But today, in honor of it being another beautiful day, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity and go to this beautiful location in the center of town that's called La Casa de los Venados, which is of the deer, is what it means, Casa de los Venados. However, it is actually a home that is owned by an American couple that's been here for some time now, and they've built one of the largest collections of Mexican art, I believe, in the world, as far as a privately owned collection. And so I'm really excited to see it. For those of you who don't know, I am an artist, and one of the reasons why I love Mexico so much is because of the art. They really celebrate the art of colors. So I'm really looking forward to going to this place. I'm going to really geek out on it, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So let's go. ¿Por qué no? So La Casa de los Venados is right across from El Parque Principal aquí, where everyone comes if you come to Valladolid. So it's just a few blocks. So I will share with you the exact location. You'll also see La Iglesia San Servacio is right there. So it's very central. And here we are at the entrance of La Casa de los Venados. Look how huge that door is. How long have you been working here as a guide?
I've been here in this house for 7 years.
Wow.
I am from a little native town, which is near Valladolid, which is a very full town. Its name is Guayma. It's just 10 kilometers away from here.
You like being in Valladolid?
I do love to be in Valladolid because it's a beautiful town, because of the history, the art, the native Mexican culture, the native people who still live in the town, and things like that.
And you speak fluent Maya, language?
Of course.
Oh, it's wonderful.
We say a bit in Maya. The balo kabetik aktesh waye mun beitik aktesh ich Maya men manatkesh bashikik kashtik aktuntesh ich English.
Beautiful.
I said that what we show you here, we have to show it in a language you understand, which is English, because we cannot show it in Maya. It's something that is not easy to be understood.
Yes, but it's so beautiful. Such a beautiful language. David, and he's going to be helping us to understand, give us the backstory to a lot of this. We're waiting for people coming to the tour. You can see this is at the entrance, this beautiful mural. It's a relief mural. So I'll have to get the backstory on it. But yes, this entire place is packed with very meaningful visual art. So I'm looking forward to learning more.
Fonéticamente. Entonces ahora están en búsqueda de maestros que pueden hablar y escribir el idioma maya para poder enseñar a los nuevos. Sí, porque algunas veces en los pueblos los niños van a la escuela y no solamente hablan maya, porque en su casa sus papás solo hablan maya. Sí hablan español, pero es muy limitado. Pues por eso quieren que aprendan los idiomas.
Oh. Really great experience for the new moon, for setting those intentions of abundance, right? Here we're about to get started. Let's do it.
It belongs to a couple, or it's owned by two people from the United States. That's the owner, John Venator, who is from Portland, Oregon. The lady you see in front of him is his wife. Her name is Dorian Venator. The two of them live here in the house since 2010, but in Mexico, the country, they've been since 1964. They've been collecting all these pieces that you see in collection. Now they have more.
Of course, anything with Mexico has to have the iconic couple, Frida and Diego. Very beautiful seating here right at the entrance, or you can sit with them. And look, it goes to their laps as well. Very beautiful.
Who is Frida Kahlo for you? Para usted, ¿quién es Frida Kahlo?
She was this.
We hear you?
She's someone who overcame her physical situation when she was in her early 20s, right? Or
yes.
As a teenager, she had an accident, and she used painting as a focus in order to be able to not only survive her injuries, but to be a symbol of grace and of creativity, because she also put a lot of energy into her image. Even though she was, as you would say, broken on the inside as far as her spine and all of that, she put a lot of energy into presenting beauty and grace, and actually reflecting the opposite of that pain that she was always enduring.
Muy bien, that's true. Oaxaca. Their name, Jorge Valencia, and his father, Luis Valencia. This giant piece was created in representation of a little town. That's why you see the name of the town and the place where the piece is from. The native people that you see in this giant piece, they are people from this little village. San Antonino de Castillo Velasco, it's a little town in the state of Oaxaca, Mexico. They are very famous because they have a celebration in July, which is famous in Mexico. Its name is Guelaguetza. The lady, have you heard about it?
I've been to the
Really?
Guelaguetza.
That's a very famous Mexican celebration. Like Dia de los Muertos or Day of the Dead, it's a big Mexican celebration. For the native people in Oaxaca, Guelaguetza in July, they give a donation to the state to have the celebration of the harvest. This giant piece was made in 2007. It was created before in Oaxaca. Then to bring it to the house, they had to cut it in 126 squares.
Wow.
Yeah, many people believe it was that big when it was, no, of course not. It doesn't fit in that door. How do you put it in? That's why.
So it was put like
146
Exactly. The artisan, they had an idea. They took the size of the wall. Then in Oaxaca, they created the giant piece. It took 6 months and took
That's
its able.
amazing.
To see it, you have to get closer. Then when
Not
you get
many
closer,
squares.
you see that it's very detailed. Está muy detallado. Like a flavor pot.
Beautiful.
Or like a flavor base, un florero.
Is
The
it
artisan,
Michoacán?
Jesus Perez, he made,
Michoacán.
sorry, Fred. It's from the state of Michoacán, from Santa Clara del
Michoacán.
Cobre, Michoacán.
Okay.
The artisan uses, that's why it's from, that's why it's made in copper. Yeah,
Sí.
yeah. The artisan used a hammer, un martillo, to create the designs. He's very talented. Many people see it. They see how symmetrical it is, and they say, oh, how do they do it? Of course, he only has a vise, something to hit the metal, and he does the process from inside to outside. He makes the pieces that way. It's a very difficult technique, yeah, because you have to be very, ¿cómo se llama? Preciso, very precise when you hit it. Because of the Mexican history, the Mexican culture, every piece that's been happening for the So it's just like telling you about the place. But of course, we can explain it a lot, but it's going to be the time that we need to say it. The one that you see here is a piece from Oaxaca. It was made by Cool Supplies. This artisan made the piece to show you the name of the house. The name of the house is Casa, because this is a house, and the word Venado is the name of this animal. In English we say the house of the deer or the deer house. The owners chose the name of the house in honor to the Mayan people. We believe when it rains, like we hope it rains later because it's too hot today, when it rains, it's because the deer are asking to the gods for the rain. We need the rain because that's what we use to plant corn. And it grows the corn and it's what we use to make our tortillas. You know, at the Mexicans, if you are in Mexico, something that you have to try is our tacos.
Sí.
Do you like the tacos we have?
Of course.
Which kind of tacos do you like more? Tacos de arrachera.
Huitlacoche.
That's good. Muy bien. How many?
Huitlacoche.
Huh?
Huitlacoche.
That's another one. Yeah. The huitlacoche. Yeah. It's a difficult word to pronounce, and you do it well. Lo pronuncias muy bien.
Sí,
Huitlacoche. It's English like fungus. Fungus, but the corn fungus.
It's like a mushroom and it tastes
we
delicious.
Our body is made of corn. That's why we have to eat tacos every day.
Oh,
That's the way we
wow.
believe. Exactly.
Oh,
People
that's
say
good
to me,
information.
really? Yeah. If you have a table, you put the food, you put the fork, the spoon, the knife, some tortillas on the middle. What do you think I use more? Because we didn't know what was plastic before. We use a lot of plastic now, right?
Sí.
Sí,
¿Y qué es
¿Ah?
el nombre?
Jícara.
Jícara.
We spell it J-I-C-A-R-A.
Okay.
Jícara. Jícara
Jícara,
means plate
our
or it
bowl.
means glass.
Okay.
The fruit, as you see, it grows like a big apple. And we don't eat it because its flavor is just flavorless. Because it doesn't have a good flavor.
Yeah.
We use it to make our plate because its shell.
So jícara, our bowl de jícara here is the calabash tree in Africa and in America. And here is the fruit de jícara. And as we know, traditional people use it for liquids. It can be used for 5 to 7 years without breaking. So it is the eco-friendly way that we should go back to.
When I explain the guided tour, some people stay like looking at me. And I say, no, amigos, if you stay looking at me, you're not going to see the house and the collection. You're going to be looking at me. After the guided tour, I say, what did you like? I'm going you. Because I was seeing a lot about you. Yeah. The hat you see here on the wall is the first piece in collection. It's from the state of Chiapas. The short ribbons you see the hat has mean that a man who wears the hat in Ula, where the piece is from, when a man proposes to a woman to marry, the man needs to take off his hat and give it to the father of the girl. If the father says yes, that means the father is agreeing with the relationship. So that's when the ribbons of the hat have to be cut off.
Oh, wow.
It's a tradition the native people have.
In what?
In the village of
culture?
San Juan Chamula, that is 10 kilometers from San Cristobal de las Casas, the state of Chiapas.
Ah.
So that piece has been in the house for 58 years. It's the owner's first piece in collection.
Ah, qué bonita.
Yeah. We have this piece that is made in paper mache. What do you think for the Mayan people was the representation of leadership?
The jaguar.
The jaguar, because for them it was the biggest and the bravest animal.
Sí.
We didn't know what was a lion. We didn't know what was an elephant.
Right.
For the problem is
One
not
of
to have 23 bathrooms, the problem is to clean 23 bathrooms.
Wow.
How do you think we clean 23 bathrooms?
With lots of servants.
That's absurd.
Yes, I think that's the way.
Muy bien.
And what is this, marble?
It's made, it's marble from Tikul. There is a city near Merida that its name is Tikul.
Wow.
According to the history, when the asteroid, when the meteorite came from this universe,
Sí.
and it hit the state of Yucatan, the famous crater called Chicxulub, all the dust that it went up, It covered the light of the sun for many days. When it came down,
yeah.
is what it covered the different places of the place where it fell. That's why when you see the tiles, it looks like, for example, where there was water, where there was, for example, plants. Yeah.
He's talking about the
When you see the
detail.
when the masons were putting the tiles for the bathrooms,
Yes.
the tiles were like big pieces of hemp, grandes.
Uh-huh.
So they have to cut it with a saw machine. Like,
Wow.
Yep.
From Jukur. Jukur.
From Tikur, have you been there?
No.
It's a beautiful place to visit. That's why they let the people to see the house and see the collection. They don't stop the people. They have their light there in their room. In the morning, the people can see the house and they can see the collection. Sometimes when they are out, they sit there, they talk to the people. But people say to me, so they don't like to see it, so they don't like it. That's why they have an idea. Just to use your imagination. Utiliza tu imaginación. They've been collectors since 1964 for 58 years. Now they have more than 3,000 pieces. So we divide 3,000 into 58. It gives the number of 5453.
Amazing!
That's what it answers a bit the question, like, so how many pieces do they buy a year? ¿Cuánto compran al año? So they buy about 54, 53 pieces a year to say they have more than 3,000. Yeah, we've never seen it alive, but we believe it exists.
Oh, what's the legend? It's
We-
a monkey?
It looks
With-
like a
with
monkey,
the-
but for me, it's more like a jaguar. We believe it's a shaman or a
Oh.
midwife who at night, because he or she practices magic, he's able to become or to transform in the body of an animal.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never seen it alive, but we believe it exists. We
Sure.
call it Nahual.
Oh, Nawal.
Yeah, have you heard about it?
Yes.
Nahual means to be disguised or to be protected.
Oh.
Not here in the south of Mexico, but in the north, the native people believe that when a person is good for something, when he or she was born, it was given it was given to that person a spirit animal protector to look after his life. For example, when a piece that we see here, it explains a bit about the way the Mexicans believe the shaman or the midwife can become into the body of the protector. It's something that we have never seen alive, but we believe it exists. Mexico, amigos, is a country of legends and it's a country of stories.
Yes.
What makes our country to be very diverse is that we are a huge country, but we still believe our native traditions. We can be Catholic, we can be Christian, but we still believe in these two. Todavía. A lot of these pieces that you see in the house, in this room, they explain to you the way the Mexicans are. Dia de los Muertos is not to scare the people. In another country, they have the celebration like to scare people or to, for example, do the parade, like zombies, something like that. No. In Mexico, we have Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, as a way to remember our friends or our relatives who have died. It's just a step in everybody's life. One day, rich or poor, known or unknown, we have to die. When is it going to be? Where is it going to be? How is it going to be? No lo sé. Nobody knows. But people say that in another country, the dead is more like a taboo. They don't speak about the dead. That's why when they come to Mexico, they see the skeleton and say, oh my goodness, they worship the dead. No, they make these pieces, we call them trees of life. They explain to you the way we believe when a person dies. If you realize the same musicians that you see here, they are the same ones playing the instruments. The only exception, and don't ask me why, is the lady that you see here in the middle. Yeah. What do we do for Dia de los Muertos? We have the last week their guests, their friends, their relatives. They stay when they come to visit the family. This is what
The tree of life.
That's why when they want the food the person they remember like to eat a lot. We have to be happy for Dia de los Muertos, and it was not to be sad. Many people ask me when they see the celebration, why do you get happy? Should I be sad when a friend comes to visit me? Well, it depends. But sometimes most of the time when a good friend comes to visit, we get very happy.
Sí.
That's why the Mexican celebration is a happy celebration.
Sí.
Is there a see the way we remember them? What would you say if you die? The next year you come to visit and you see that your tomb, it's been abandoned, it has leaks and rats around, there is a lot of garbage on the tomb, somebody did something there. How would you feel? ¿Cómo te sentirías?
Another beautiful bathroom, and I just had to film it because I love the stained glass of this mermaid. How beautiful is that? Yes, yes, yes.
Dress that was to dress with Mexican native costumes, but it was to hide her disabilities. She's presented here when she had the accident that it caused her to be for 2 years in bed. We have a picture in this book to show you, so you can see how Frida Kahlo painted. She had the bed, and above there was a mirror. When Frida Kahlo was sad, when Frida Kahlo was angry, the way she felt, that's what she was doing. She was practicing painting, what you were saying. And Frida, see, many people say to me, what did Frida Kahlo see to Diego? No sé.
Frida
Baby.
Kahlo
She was enabled by the problem with her spine. By miscarriage, she lost 3 times her babies. That's why she has the monkeys and the parrots. And the name of Frida Kahlo's monkey, Mr. Chong. Frida Kahlo, she had dogs, the famous Solos Quintlas, the fearless dogs, and she has the 2 caution. Muy bien. That's the only time when we use the swimming pool.
Wow.
That's the
Yo
only
quiero
excuse we have to use the
usar.
swimming pool.
Wow! What's the only time?
When they are painting the swimming pool.
Oh no, let's use it. Look at this gorgeous
That's when they use the swimming pool.
swimming pool. Yay, how pretty. I would love to swim in that. Refresca.
This is the new part of the house. They are very high, so muy altos. Because according to the history, when the original owners, they came to the house with their horse carriage.
Yes.
But carretas, the horse didn't have to like do this because you know they are somewhere very high. So muy altos. So which part of the house do you like more?
This part.
It's not working because they are painting the swimming pool because we normally show the swimming
Ah,
pool.
yes. The feng shui and energy flow is much better here without all the clutter.
We cannot, they just painted that part of the house.
Yes, so I have enjoyed the tour of La Casa de los Venados. I think it's very beautiful, very inspiring. Again, I've said this many times, I'm a minimalist. However, if you're going to do something like this for the collective, then this is muy increíble. Look at this flower. And it's very valuable what they've put together here. I pray that it will be able to be used. He explained that they're leaving it in a trust for it to be maintained and used in the same way to show other people. But I pray that it will be able to really be utilized. It's gorgeous. So all the artwork is gorgeous, but this is definitely my favorite area where I want to hang out the most. As hot as it is here, the blue is just so inviting, right?
But they are not.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah.
a traditional dance?
Yeah.
De los cintas?
La danza de las cintas, the ribbon dance. For me, that's the lady here that she looks like my aunt. Parece a mi tía. If you go to the towns in Yucatan, this is the way the native people dress. but they are not native Mayan people. They are mixed the Spanish with the native Mayas. If you realize, some of them are holding the jicara that I said. They are clapping.
Es una
So,
canción
yeah,
tradicional.
So when they are doing that music, they are dancing and they are dancing around the maple, the wood, and they are doing that action of trading.
Ajá. ¿Es jarana?
It's harana.
Ah,
Do you know how to dance harana?
I do.
The kitchen of the house, many people say that the owners use the kitchen. They do. Rivera, who were saying about, that's Villacara's husband, that's Pancho Villa and Emiliano Zapata. The two of them against the government of Porfirio Diaz in the years of the Mexican Revolution.
Who's this nun here? Is that a nun?
Yeah, her name is Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz. When she was alive, according to her biography, there were only two choices or two ways to be as a woman. The women were here, down, and the men were very high. It was the years when the women didn't count. They couldn't go to school, they could not vote because they were women, porque son mujeres. Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz, according to her biography, she preferred to be a nun because she realized that being married, she was always going to be under control because of the husband or su esposo. Something like that. This is the famous comedian Cantinflas. Do you know something about Cantinflas, amiga?
See, I've heard of him before.
Kind of like talking to
Cantinflas.
hey, if I have a chance to have a sit here to have dinner, I'm gonna sit here. Yo me voy a sentar aquí. Would you help me?
¿Y qué ciudad es Cantinflas?
Where is Cantinflas from? Oh my goodness, that's a good question.
No es la
I don't
ciudad.
know. I don't
no es
know.
la ciudad de México. No.
I don't think so. I don't know. It's better to say the truth than to be lying to you. You know, listen. He is originally from Mazatlan. Oh, really? Collecting the pieces from the artisan or going to the artisan's workshops. This blue painting that you see here is where the owners took the logo of the house. The logo we have for the uniform, it was taken from that blue painting that you see. This poker table, the idea was taken from the picture where the dogs appear playing poker. It is a Mexican version. Instead of dogs, the owners, they put the skeletons playing poker.
Sí, sí, sí.
Yeah, so to see the collection, amigos, to explain every piece, is not that we don't want to explain everything, but if we explain every piece
No
by
es
detail,
posible,
it's
sí.
gonna be a long guided tour. If it takes only 45 minutes to say when is it going to finish, yeah, that's why we take.
Not the main highway. And we drove by a couple of main villages and we saw that there were cemeteries that were all decorated, there was no burial, it was all altar.
Yeah, so that's what, something interesting to do, amigos, to go to a cemetery. Where did you do it at night?
No.
Well, so why do you want us to go? So because they say that if you go to the cemetery, my father passed away a month ago. It's okay, amigos. Yeah, it's better because now when he was alive, he was suffering by cancer. Now he's fine. Está mejor ahorita, resting, than to be suffering for that. And my brother was saying, if you come to the cemeteries at night, I have never seen it. He said to me that. He says because he was working for a mason who makes the lapidas or the pieces that they put on the. He says at night, when we work, after the person dies, like the third day after that person dies, you come to the cemetery and you see that on the tomb, there is like little sparks. Like these like little sparks. And I said, but why? You can come to visit. The last one closes the door.
So, Casa de Venados es muy bonita. This is their sitting room. It's packed. All of the rooms are very packed. Packed with goodness, beauty, all different colors. So we're coming out into
Amazing!
beautiful outside again. This is good living. They're still here too. So David, the tour guide, has left me in here. He's getting some change, and I really enjoyed the information that he gave. The additional information, I think it's really important for people to understand a lot of the details about the beautiful artwork, that it's all an expression of a certain consciousness. So yeah, I appreciate everything that he added to the tour. So what did you think? What did you enjoy? What was your favorite piece? There's so many. Of course, I only showed a smackerel, but yeah, this is called Talavera, I believe. I'll ask him. Talavera. It's one of my favorite types of ceramic because of the way that it's painted. Quite often they have it in lots of different colors. I have owned some in the different colors, and I'm in love with that style. I think it's gorgeous.
From the state of Puebla, we have a lot of different pieces in collection which are made by the native people from the state of Puebla.
Puebla, yes, me encanta.
Yes.
This estilo is one of my favorites of ceramic. It's so beautiful. Okay, well, that was a great experience as an artist. It's very inspiring to see beautiful artwork and craftsmanship. So I'm very happy that I finally got to see the very famous Casa de los Venados. And now I am going to treat myself, because I look for opportunities to treat myself, to helado de coco. ¿Por qué no?
Good. It's been a great day. Continuing to embody the sacred transformation. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye.